What's going on YouTube? This is Chris with No Limit Squad coming at you with the video on who is this Isochain for? And hold on. Before I go to that little cut thing with the whole if I can do it, you can do it, the answer is everybody. Yes, the answer actually is everybody, and I'm being serious. And I'm gonna go through some of the main points. I believe that these are one of those videos where I could go into a laundry list of topics, but I'm just gonna cover the main ones. But yes, the answer is everyone can benefit from the Isochain. I really don't see any reason why someone wouldn't use this. It's time efficient. So let's go into that first. So everybody and their mom is busy nowadays. We all have a lot of things to do. I am 30, so now most of the people my age have young ones in the mix. So they got work, they have the kid, they have their family, and they have other things going on in life that naturally leaves them with very little time to work out, which is a poor excuse, as we have all found out. But it is what it is. So do I think that this replaces quality time in the gym? No, but is it better than nothing? Yes. So I'm not going to advocate the Isochain as the replacement to living a healthier lifestyle, going to the gym, doing cardio, doing strength training and all that stuff, weightlifting and that, because as you guys have seen in my weightlifting replace the Isochain, you can watch the video, go ahead, and the link is right here, but I essentially said no, but the Isochain is a fantastic complement to weightlifting, and that is the truth. But let's just say we're so busy that we literally have 15 minutes only to work out, which I totally believe is a load of garbage, but let's just indulge for a second. Then yes, this is perfect for you. That person right there, that is perfect. This is perfect for you. Let's we talked about weightlifting, so let's go into that a little bit. So who is this for? It's for somebody who is a bodybuilder or is strength training. It's also for any athlete in general. Let's talk about the weightlifting first, and then we'll go into the athlete. So the strength training and a bodybuilder, powerlifter, crossfitter, whatever, the gym goer. This is going to make getting better at your lifts a lot easier. This is going to increase your cardiovascular system. I should make a video on that. I will make it a video on how the Isochain increases your cardiovascular. Does it replace cardio? No. But does it increase your cardiovascular system? Yes, it does. Okay, so going back to the strength training and weightlifting. So being in the game for January 1st will be 12 years on the nose of me working out, hitting the gym at least 4 times a week, every single week. And what I have found is that a lot of the wear and tear just seems to add up cumulatively. You know, you may have been moving lots of weight, and then now it's just like your body starts to catch up, like, dude, no, like that hurts or whatever. And you get like little joint aches and pains like chronic tendonitis or little sprains, or you got to do a warm-up set now and before you used to be able to just jump into it. You know, those types of things that just kind of come along with the game. Now it doesn't have to come along with the game because your muscles have progressed to a point farther than your tendons and ligaments, your connective tissues that connect the bone to the muscle. So your muscles were getting stronger, bigger, or, you know, denser, whatever. But the tendon connecting that to the bone wasn't, so that's why sometimes you guys see videos on these deadlifting bicep tears or anything where somebody pulls a muscle. If you think about the science of pulling the muscle, yeah, sometimes it comes from the muscle itself, but more often than not, it comes from the connective tissue just being too weak, even though the muscle could handle the stress. Okay, you're only as strong as your weakest link. Well, now this covers the weakest link portion, which leaves you with what? Exponential gains, because you don't have to worry about dumb stuff happening in your training. Does that make sense? All right, now let's talk about the athletes. This is for any athlete. any athlete on the face of the earth, this Isochain is for them. Football players, soccer players, track athletes, basketball players, UFC fighters, any martial artists, baseball players, anyone, actually really baseball players, because of the tendonitis they get from that tennis elbow. Tennis player, you know, any athlete. And the reason why is because, again, with athletes, you take the advantages that you get from the strength training weightlifters, and you times it by 10, because they're not only doing strength training, but then they're applying all that exercise to a sport. So they're essentially working out twice, if you want to call it that. So it's a lot more wear and tear to the body of an athlete, because they have to perform on the muscles they just trained. And so usually what ends up giving out again are the joints, because it's just under a lot of pressure so often. So this takes a lot of that away. Again, does it make them injury proof? No. But does it make them stronger? Absolutely. It makes them a better athlete by default using this daily. Or if they want to do a 3 to 4 day split, it's still beneficial, because you have the numbers here. Because you have the numbers, and now you can start to track your progress digitally, write it in your book, and you know that you're getting strong on paper, and you're going to start to see that it translates into real world strength, applicable strength that you can utilize when you need to. Athletes utilize this their whole career, and especially during their games. So it just makes sense that they would need the Isochain. So yeah, it's absolutely for them. Seniors, so as you guys have I've mentioned before in my channel, I am a personal trainer in the central Pennsylvania area. I have 2 clients over 70 years old, and one of them is sick and tired of me talking about this. Like, okay, Chris, when am I gonna get to use it? I know you've been talking about it since the beginning of the year, but yeah, I just want to go through my program first before I have my first test subjects on the Isochain for my clientele for training. But they know it. I mean, the seniors, you know, if you think about it, what do seniors want personal training for? They want to improve the quality of their lives. They're not looking to get strong. They're not looking to get jacked. You might get that 1%, 1 out of 100 dude or lady that wants to do that. But 9 times out of 10, they just want to feel better. They just want the quality of their life back. They want to be able to get up off the toilet and not have to hold the freaking railing. You know, that's all they want. And by strengthening everything with 15 minutes, I mean, come on, they want this. Of course they do. Of course they do. They want this. They want this product. It's totally for seniors. Are you kidding me? So the only thing that you'd have to watch for seniors is they probably have to consult their physician. If they have any heart issues or high blood pressure, even though this can raise it during the session, it ultimately brings it down, lowers it, makes it more efficient. There is a section in that in the Isometrics manual by Paul Coach Wade. I could drop a link in the comment section below. And if for some reason it's not there, please drop a comment so I can make sure it's in there. That is totally the case for seniors, that they would need to use, not even one, they need to use the Isochain. They need it. This kind of segues into, the seniors kind of segues into the next portion, which is joint pain, or anyone suffering from chronic injury. In one of my other videos, I mentioned that I have 2 knee injuries, left and right knee. One is a partial tear of the quadricep tendon, and the other one, I don't know. I never got it looked at, so I don't know. It hurts. As of this recording, it is day 24, and my left knee no longer has pain, and my right knee's pain has been reduced. It's still there, but the pain has been reduced, okay? If you guys are familiar with the pin selector tricep extension machine, the one that goes up to 200, and you start like this, and you extend all the way out like that, and you control it, that one. I love that machine. I'm always sore when for years, I've always been sore when I use that machine. So I know it's working my triceps, But about the last 12 to 18 months, I started getting minor tendonitis with it, and it has increased to starting to be unbearable to the point where I had to lower the weight, which sucks because I can handle more weight. It's just that it hurts the joint in question. And now for the last 2 weeks, I've done that exercise and I have absolutely zero pain, I swear on my life. And it has just been a game changer with that. The next thing is injury prevention. So not only is it going to strengthen up your joints, it's going to help prevent future joint pains, injuries. I guess I'm saying that right. So a stronger joint, a stronger tendon, a stronger ligament. As we know, when we lift, we're essentially exposing our joints to what's called mechanical abrasion. So I believe I touched on that in one of my earlier videos. I think it's should the Isochain substitute weightlifting? And the answer is no. But in that video, I'll talk about mechanical abrasion, and pretty much the heavier loads that we subject our joints to, the more damage gets done to them over time, each time we do that movement. Okay, so, but that's only because the joint in question is not as strong as the muscle in question. So this might be able to handle it, but this is just like, dude, there's nothing left, man. What do you want? Pain. Okay, does that make sense? So now by strengthening that, you can now just go to the part where you just rip into the exercise, which is fantastic because now you don't really have to worry about it, especially if you keep up on your Isochain exercises to cover those weak links, which personally I think we should cover all of them, not just the suffering joints in question. Just my personal opinion as a trainer. But yeah, so I believe I covered pretty much all the major points. I am sure there's a ton that I may have missed, but really, this Isochain really is for everyone. I mean, it is for everyone. Again, I expect to see this everywhere soon. In the next 2 to 5 years, I expect to see this everywhere, because as with any product, it has that launch phase where people think it's bullshit, and then it's just like, let me give it a shot. And then enough people ride the wave, and it's not gonna be like one of those stupid little shake weights. I mean, this is the real freaking deal, okay? So that's pretty much all I have to say. Yes, the Isochain is for everybody. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.